The fate of the Skaal.
You see that green light? That comes from the Windstone, where my people work against their will. They must be freed soon.
You say so.
The village is just ahead. Storn has used his magic to raise a barrier around it, protecting the few of us left. That the barrier is still there is a good sign.
The Elders talk of Great Sig is much bigger than our village. But why would anyone need so many buildings?
You're a stupid girl, aren't you? Because they have more people, dumbass.
Father, I have returned. There is yet hope.
Freya, what news do you bring? Is there a way to free our people?
No, but I have brought someone who has seen things. She has confirmed that Miraak is the one behind the suffering of our people.
I feared that it would be so.
But how is that possible? After all this time?
I fear there is too much we do not yet know.
Please, tell Storm what has happened.
So you have seen things, yes? My magic grows weak, and so does the barrier around our village. Time is short. Tell me what you know.
I've seen Miraak.
Really? How?
I read a book in Miraak's temple and went somewhere. Miraak was there.
The legends speak of that place. Terrible battles fought at the temple. The dragons burning it to the ground in rage. They speak also of something worse than dragons buried within. Difficult to imagine, but if true, it means what I feared has come to pass. Miraak was never truly gone, and now has returned. If you could go to this place and see him, are you like Miraak? Are you Dragonborn?
Yes.
Then perhaps you are connected with him. The old tales say that he too was Dragonborn.
What does it mean if we're both Dragonborn?
I am unsure. It may mean that you could save us, or it may mean that you could bring about our destruction. But our time here is running out. The few of us left free of control cannot protect ourselves for much longer. You must go to Saring's Watch. Learn there the word that Miraak learned long ago, and use that knowledge on the Windstone. You may be able to break the hold on our people there, and free them from control.
Do I need to learn a word of power?
Miraak is behind what is happening to our village. And so the knowledge she has gained as Dragonborn is at the heart of it. You are Dragonborn as well. You too can wield this power, perhaps to a better end.
What do you mean free your people from control?
Some dark influence wields power over them, forces them to forget themselves and act against their nature. At first, it was only during the night, but now every moment is spent building some strange shrine around the Windstone. I believe if the shrine can be destroyed, the Skaal will be free once more.
What do you know about Miraak?
Much of what was known has been lost to the ages. He was dragonborn, and yet he served the dragons. A priest in their order, highly esteemed and very powerful. Then he turned against them, becoming something they feared. He was defeated long ago, but it seems he was never really destroyed.
Recycling old villains.
Allmaker shelter you.
Learn the word
Allmaker.
of power. Where is it? Searing's Watch. Okay, I think we're going to go to headwaters of Harstrand and not that far away from there. A little bit to the north, then turn west. Should be a simple task. I mean, there's probably just a dragon there. Benkongeri. Fighting going on. Ogre and dragon. Seems like there's quite a lot of dragons, so no, a lot of Draugr here. So I don't want to reveal myself and become their target. How do we get up there? That was close. Ooh, shit. Jesus Christ. Metric ton of Draugr here. New type of dragon. Bird, big wheel. Not doing anything. The dragon seems sort of frozen. I don't get it. Why is it doing anything? See if I can do some damage to it. Maybe it's waiting for something. Serpentine Dragon. Not just doing anything. Totally frozen. I'm gonna go and beat the shit out of it if I can. Feel free to sit there if you want. Yeah, it's like it's paralyzed. Yeah, this is wrong. Something went terribly wrong here. Let's see if I can load. Maybe it's because we went and gathered the word of power. Let's try this again. Well, could give the dragon bow a test, right? Really taking damage, but because we suck at archery, they. Fuck this. At least it's not bugged now.
Bruce, Roda!
Really? Like most people are dead. Excellent. Fire burns. Really need better protection against fire when fighting these. Increases your health. Exactly does our ring do? Health, damage, not bad. Shock resistance. Need a decoy. Yeah, definitely could use better fire resistance. Holy shit. Well, this is why we didn't want to get rid of this time. Needs to get. Ah, shit.
It takes a strong will to command a dragon's soul. Perhaps you aren't as powerful as you think. Thank you. We will meet again soon.
So yeah, he absorbed my dragon's soul. Yeah, we need scales. Don't really have the pressing need for bones, but scales would be good. We have to visit our manor anyway. Shock resistance. Fire resistance would have been great there. Doesn't have to be much. But even taking half of the fire damage would have been great. We could also consider removing one of the block effects. It's great in the gauntlets. But shield, I think we're better off with health and, let's say, fire resistance. Still, the block is very good. Physical, we're very well protected from melee physicals. So it's not like it's totally worthless. It's just against an enemy like this, it would be better if we had something else. Might want to hold on some fire resistant elixirs. That would be 50% resistant for 60 seconds. That would basically cover us. Bend Wheel. As it gains power, animals, people, and even dragons must do your bidding. They have to spend a point. Mission accomplished. That's usually a good way to piss people off. I mean, players. Steal their rightfully earned rewards. I'm not too upset. I mean, dragon souls are not a rare commodity. Losing a soul here or there just means absolutely nothing. It would have been... I think it's partly because we're of the point in the game where we are. We chose to start doing this very late in the game where basically everything is done, we're super powerful and yada yada yada. So we have an abundance of resources. We basically have stopped looting most of the things because it's just a waste of time. So it's not a good motivator for us to do anything. Okay, something's coming our way.
I will strike like a hawk.
Lurker Sentinel. Fish scales and 500 gold.
I feel different somehow, more myself.
You should be more careful with those flames. What in Mundus am I doing out here at this hour?
Who the hell are you?
This is both fascinating and terrifying.
A fever must have taken me. What else? Could explain this.
I wonder if we can do this with the other stones too, or do we need to more powerful versions of the shout to do it? The game froze. Maybe you didn't like how we handled this here.
He grows ever near to... Where did you come from?
Friend someone. More myself.
Extreme lock. And I can't move anymore. We have a potion.
Allmaker bless you. You have saved us.
Yeah. Now what? shaman's hut.
You have prevailed. I can feel it.
Your people are free.
So it is. You have proven yourself an ally to the Skaal, and so the Skaal shall be allies to you.
What do we do now?
If you have released the Windstone and broken the hold on my people, perhaps you can do the same for the rest of Solstheim. I doubt it will fully stop whatever Miraak is doing, but it may slow his progress.
Yeah, that's not enough. I need to stop him.
I cannot help with that. None here can. You will need the knowledge Miraak himself learned. You will need to learn more about this Black Book.
Tell me more about the book then.
Miraak had this? This does not look like something of the dragon cult. It is a dark thing, unnatural. I would have nothing to do with it. But the dark elf wizard Neloth, he came to us some time ago asking about black books. I believe he knows a great deal about them. Perhaps too much. Seek him out to the south. Be cautious, Dragonborn. There is something else at work here.
What do you know about the Black Books?
Our traditions do not speak of them, but they and Miraak are connected. You read a black book and saw him. And the book's power comes from the same dark source as that which corrupted the Windstone. But beware, you are now walking the same road as Miraak.
Why do you think this Neloth can help me find Black Books?
He also is searching for them. In fact, he has already found one. He showed it to me when he came here. It was very like the one you found in Miraak's temple. A thing of dark magic, not of the All-Maker.
Okay. Who or what is the All-Maker?
You are an outsider, and I don't know if I can make you understand. I will try. The All-Maker is the maker of all things, and it is from the All-Maker that life flows like a great river. As all rivers must return to the sea, so all life returns in time to the All-Maker. I know our ways must seem strange to you, but the 9 gods of the Empire are equally strange to us.
What is your role among the Skaal?
As shaman of Skaal village, I serve as both a guide and a healer, as well as a keeper of traditions. I also remind the Skaal to live as one with nature, and to honor the will of the All-Maker, so that we will be worthy to join him in death.
Okay, what happened when I shouted at the Windstone?
The power of the stone had been corrupted. It was the source of the influence that had taken control of the Skaal. Your shout broke whatever evil will controlled the stone, and restored its true nature as a conduit of the All-Maker's gifts. Freeing the other stones will diminish whatever dark influence is spreading across Solstheim.
Other stones?
Yes. There are 6 sacred stones. Wind, water, earth, beast, sun, and tree. Through them, the oneness of the land is maintained. Freya saw that the tree stone now stands imprisoned in Miraak's new temple. I doubt that you can free it until his power is broken. But you may be able to cleanse the other stones. Even if this does not stop Miraak, it surely will delay his return. May darkness never touch you.
For many years now, I have attended to Storn, learning his ways.
For a shaman, you fight pretty well. Who trained you?
It was Skaal the Giant, our former chieftain, who taught me the ways of battle. He was a great bear of a man, and a fearsome warrior. I used to be terrified of him when I was a little girl. I was a restless and angry child, and Skaal taught me swordplay, so that I could, as he used to say, put that fire to good use. He was a great man, and a good leader. I miss him dearly.
Where is your mother?
She died when I was very young. She was caught in a terrible snowstorm while returning home from gathering firewood. You must understand that for the Skaal, life is a constant hardship. We take nothing for granted. We cannot afford to. Between the wolves, the weather, and the threats in the south, even a simple task like gathering wood for the fire can turn deadly in an instant.
And why stay? Why not live somewhere safer?
We are bound to this land, like a great pine with roots that run as deep as the tree is tall. I know it must seem strange to you, but for us, the thought of leaving our village is equally strange. The land and the Skaal are one. There is no other way to say it.
We make a good team. Why not join me for a while?
Join you? You mean leave the village to journey with you and fight at your side? Well, I'm flattered, but the village is my home. It's very rare for one of the Skaal to leave, and I have responsibilities here.
You can trust me. I saved your life, remember?
You're right. I suppose the others can get by without me for a while. Very well. If you need my help, seek me out here in the village. I will follow you, Skaal friend, but I must return to the village afterward. Very well.
Fallen war axe. Good. Bow is not. One, two, three. Piece of shit. Is a true piece of shit.
Farewell, outsider.
Solid armor, good weapons. Better than what she had. Like, way better. So, we have trouble with carry weight. We have to find someone that buys some of our crap. Let's go inside. Might as well rest here, see what we can buy and sell. Talk to the Skaal people in general. It's 10 o'clock, we need about 10 hours. Ooh, we might as well sleep properly. Look, there's a bed somewhere. ruin a bit.
I came here to study the history of Solstheim, but it's the Skaal. I do enjoy sharing stories of my travels in Tamriel with young Nicholas.
You're not one of the Skaal.
Oh, no, most certainly not. I'm a historian. I'm here to learn about the history of Solstheim. Solstheim is a fascinating place, but we know so little about its past. There are many mysteries that remain unsolved.
What did you make of that stone structure everyone was building?
Yes, that was a most disturbing experience. But to answer your question, the architecture was strange, almost otherworldly. Given that, and the considerable power it must have taken to affect our minds so completely, it would suggest the work of a powerful mage. Either that, or perhaps a Daedra. If so, then may the Nine protect us.
A Daedra?
Powerful and malevolent entities who make their home on the plane of oblivion. Some of the more powerful among them can exert their influence within our world, and when they do, men inevitably suffer.
How long have you been studying the Skaal?
Well, let me think. I suppose it's been nearly a year now. My goodness, how the time has flown.
And the Skaal don't mind being studied.
Well, not so far. They think I'm a bit strange, but they seem to tolerate me. In fact, they've been very accommodating, hospitable even. They seem happy to talk about their traditions and history. All right then.
I am the leader of the Skaal, but it's the Allmaker who truly protects and provides. As leader of the Skaal, I name you friend to our people. You are welcome here.
How did you become the leader?
I was chosen by the people of the village when our last leader, Scoff the Giant, departed the cold world to join the Allmaker. I suppose I've always spoken my mind and tried to do what's best for the Skaal. That's why the others call me Fanari Strongvoice.
Tell me more about the Skaal.
We are Nords, much like those you'll find in Skyrim. Long ago, our path diverged from that of our cousins on the mainland. We live as one with the land, for the land provides all that we need. Also, like the Nords of old, we embrace the Allmaker. We do not worship the 9 gods of the Empire.
Can I do anything to help?
Bandits sometimes come at night to steal our food. They think that stealing from us is easier than hunting for themselves. It will be dangerous, but if you'll deal with these thieves, we would be most grateful.
Consider it done.
Then may the Allmaker give you the strength of a great bear and make your will as firm as stone. All right then.
Kill the leader of the Strident Squall. Still need to do our little shopping. Just gathering more and more crap. I mean, we gave away a lot of our weight and we still have trouble moving. I'm thinking, am I using the Ethereum crown? Yeah. We're way overweight.
The weapons of the Skaal will never be dull, as long as Baldur Ironshaper tends the fort. Take a look.
Storeroom dagger. Never really liked storeroom all that much. I suppose you get it at a time where it doesn't really matter anymore. Storeroom war axe. I don't have the skill to work this, so
Strong steel guard you, friend.
the Allmaker protect us from whatever dark power took control of the Skaal.
Have the dragons made life more difficult for the Skaal?
Well, the dragons are a constant danger, but so far they have taken little interest in our village. Thank the Allmaker for that. But have they forced us to change the way we live our lives? No, not at all. They are but one more hardship, added to the many we already endure.
What did you do in Skyrim before you came back here?
Well, my mother used to say that I was born an angry child. It's true that my heart has always been restless, and fighting was the only way I could find peace. I was a soldier for a time, and then a mercenary, but I was never truly happy until I came here. Until next time.
I came here. The history of Solstheim.
We're nearly at the
Skaal
full
which
again.
intrigued me the most.
I could travel to...
I have goods to offer if you have need.
Who do you trade with?
Many hunters pass through our village, and sometimes the Dark Elves of Ravenrock visit us. They bring us things from their homeland that we can't find on the island, such as spices, fine cloth, and ores that we cannot mine here. It's true we Skaal prefer a simpler life than some, but we do still enjoy a luxury from time to time. Mostly things from the village or the land around it. Have a look.
60 gold. What could I possibly trade with you?
Be always warm, Skaal friend.
I am called Wolf Wildblood. I am first hunter of the Skaal.
What wisdom can you share about hunting?
The first piece of wisdom I teach to any hunter of the Skaal is to ask the simple question. Should I truly kill this beast? We take only what we need, and so we preserve the oneness with the land.
What is oneness with the land?
The Skaal hunt not for sport, but to survive. We believe that all creatures have a right to live as they will, and when we take what we need from them, we thank the beast for its gifts. The less we disturb the land and the beasts within it, the more we respect the wishes of the Allmaker.
What kind of game do you hunt?
Deer, bear, and horker provide most of what we need for skins and meat. Sometimes, when the wolves grow too bold and threaten the village, we must hunt them to cull their numbers.
What else does the first hunter do?
When we stalk large game, I lead our hunters in tracking the beast. It is also a way of saying that I am the most skilled hunter in the village. I doubt that an outsider could truly understand, but I hope my words have helped to answer your question.
How long have you been the first hunter?
In days past, my brother Torkild and I would share the hunt, but that was long ago.
What happened?
I wish I could tell you. He had a wild gleam in his eye, more so than most. In my darkest times, I fear he fell in among the werebears of the glacier.
What is a werebear?
Twisted beasts, a curse of Hircine. True bears are noble and great creatures of the wild, but the Daedra have no skill for creation, so they defile the Allmaker's workings. I've heard tell of men who, by curse or by heart's desire, become transformed into one of those vile things. It is a pitiable fate, and one that I fear has fallen to my brother.
Do you have any idea where he might have gone?
He set off from here so long ago. It's hard to say. Could be in Hammerfell for all I know. If you happen to cross his path, be wary. He was a fierce warrior as a man. If he fell prey to his more bestial side, he could be deadly.
How do you think your brother became a werebear?
He never felt the call of the Allmaker, as I do. As we all should. We seek to live in peace with the land. But he had an eye for dominance and strength. For unnatural strength. You need look no further than the beasts of this island, mangled by the Daedra. It's not a fate I would wish on anyone, and not what I wanted for my brother. All right, then.
It is the will of the All-Maker that we cut firewood only from the dead trees.
It's been many winters since my husband returned to the All-Maker.
I welcome you, friend of the Skaal.
There was a
Still
great
aches
brown
for me.
bear on the slopes the other day. There by the All-Maker that it was watching the village.
Here the woodcutter.
Yes, I know the one you
Osla.
watches us each night, always moving closer. As the ashfall worsens, the land and water are poisoned.
The elders talk of Great Sig is much bigger than our village. But why would anyone need so many buildings?
We had better do something about it then.
It makes my heart heavy to think of killing a beast when we have no need of its hide.
I think we pretty much talked to anyone in this village already. Not a big place. Little barns. Talk to Miraak. Cleanse the stones. Kill the leader of the Strident Skaal. But haven't we already done the Strident Skaal thing? Guess they respawned. Water. Go to the Strident Skaal thing, then go talk to Miraak. We might as well access the book too. I mean, completing one always brings some kind of special ability. We've done two so far. One was basically pointless, one was very, very good.
By the All-Maker! What's that?
Almost hit him. Okay, Trail seems to do very well. Stamina and health drain. We've looted this. There might be some extra loot here now. We're just gonna report our success. Go talk to Miraak. No. Where's the... There. Wonder what the mage wants with the black books. Could be anything. We know he doesn't give a shit about the
Dior,
well-being
you
of
must be
others.
calm. I'm sure there's... Have you put those thieving bandits to the sword?
Yep.
Your kindness warms my heart as sunlight warms the skin on a cold day. The Skaal are once again in your debt, outsider.
Did I overhear that someone's missing?
Oh, I doubt it. Dior has always been quick to worry. Go and speak to him if you like, but do not be surprised if you end up in a wild fox chase. It would not be the first time.
Until
Something
next time.
isn't right, Fenari. I feel it in my bones and I smell it in the air. Baldur wouldn't leave without telling someone. The
Don't
ash
worry
from the
yourself
Red
over
Mountain
nothing,
has made the
Dior.
land
Do
sick.
you want a head full of grey hairs
I am in
before
no
you've
mood
seen
to
40
talk,
winters?
outsider. One of the Skaal has gone missing.
Who is missing?
It is Baldur Ironshaper. As our only smith, Baldur is very important to the village.
Did anything unusual happen around the time of his disappearance?
I do not remember Baldur acting strangely. Although now that you ask, I did see something in the woods on the day he disappeared. I saw two elves in the far distance dragging something behind them. Hunters often visit our land, so I thought little of it.
Where were they headed?
South and west. If your road takes you that way, perhaps you could search for any sign of Baldur. The Skaal would be grateful.
New source of storeroom. Okay, we seem to be getting quests. I don't want to hunt them down now. The beast. First meet all. Apparently, with all my mystical powers, I already know where he is. Okay, black books. What the hell are they? They seem to be portals to the realm of Hermes Mora. But what are they really? What can we do with them? I'm guessing that the Miraak basically escaped the destruction of his temple into the realm of Hermes Mora. Did quite so. I wonder if I'm able to use them because Miraak has done something, and because we have a connection, I'm able to basically utilize the same connection to my own advantage. So that's why non-dragonborn cannot enter it. Or is it because Hermes Mora is making it possible? But it sort of that would be weird. I mean, if he's supporting Miraak, why would he allow me passage? If he's against Miraak, why would Miraak be allowed to be there in the first place? Research.
Perhaps later. For now, I have a slightly more personal request. You see, I'm a collector of staffs, magical staffs, in particular those made by Azra Nightwielder. Through some divinations, I believe I've located one. If you retrieve it, I'll give you a staff of my own making.
Your staff
Nightwielder's
suck.
creations don't really hold up in comparison to what can be made today, but they have a sentimental value for me. You understand?
Okay. I hear you know where to find black books.
You refer to the tomes of esoteric knowledge that old Hermes Mora has scattered throughout the world? Is this somehow connected to your search for Miraak?
I've dealt with Hermes Mora before. I read the Ogma Infinium.
Have you? The actual Argama Infinium? That's it. I've searched for it myself for many years, without success. Well then, you should know better than anyone that Hermes Mora is not to be trifled with. But he is subtler than most of the other Daedric princes, as you would expect of the Prince of Knowledge and Fate. You seem to have escaped the fate of many who find themselves ensnared forever by the law of his secrets. Or perhaps not.
Black books have something to do with Hermes Mora.
You didn't know? I thought it was obvious. Hermaeus Mora has always tried to seduce mortals into his service with the lore of forbidden knowledge. Where the Black Books actually came from, no one really knows. Some appear to have been written far in the past. Others might be from the future. Apparently, time is more malleable if you're the Daedric Prince of Fate and Destiny.
Okay, I found a black book and I need to find more.
Found one? Yes. And you read it too, didn't you? Don't try to deny it. You've got the look. I can see it now. Dangerous knowledge is still knowledge and therefore useful. Usually turns out to be the most useful, in my experience.
Okay, I have to know what Miraak knows if I want to stop him.
Now that is a dangerous path indeed. Hermaeus Mora gives nothing away for free. You may end up like Miraak, of course. Too power-mad Dragonborn. It could be very interesting.
Okay, do you know where I can find another black book?
Oh yes. They're not hard to locate once you know how to look for them. I have one here that I've been using to locate more.
You have a black book?
Yes, I haven't been idle while this fascinating madness engulfed Solstheim. But my book isn't what you're looking for. I'm quite sure it is unconnected with this Miraak. But I do know where to find a black book that can help you.
Why won't the book you have help me?
Oh, it is clearly not associated with the same power that has overtaken the island. And I'm not talking about Hermaeus Mora. These black books are all his, of course. No, what you're looking for is a specific book, presumably because Miraak's power derives from it.
So you know where to find this book?
Yes, I do. I haven't been able to get it, though. But maybe together we can unlock the secrets the Dwemer left behind.
What do they have to do with this?
Forbidden knowledge was somewhat of a specialty of the dwarves, eh? You don't think they would just leave it alone, do you? It seems the ancient Dwemer discovered this book and took it to study. I found their reading room in the ruins of Nachardak. The book is there, but it's sealed in a protective case, which I wasn't able to open. But perhaps the two of us, together, will be able to get at the book. To Nachardak, then. Follow me.
Apparently we're going to Nachardak now. I don't think we are. We have a lot of things to do. At the same time, the Zardak might not be the first location to go to. At the same time, I don't want to go in the middle of the night. Please wait for daytime. Could use more carry weight too, so this is not a good time for me to start anything big. Need to at least, but the bare minimum, get rid of a lot of equipment first. It's the nearby ruin. I've been there before. What he's talking about. What I'm curious is he really gonna start it? Ooh, we could release this. Fearless Haggler.
She was real surprised when I pulled that knife from my boot.
The hell is Miraak?
Might pay off my bounty this time. No worries are laid
Fascinating.
Underwater ruin. I'm dreading to go in there. Because we haven't encountered one major weapon or obstacle. That's the ballista. It would basically be a mobile cannon. And I'm pretty sure our armor isn't gonna mean shit against that.
The Dwemer certainly knew how to build for the ages. These towers have outlasted their creators by millennia. The book is housed inside that dome. I'll need to unlock the door for us. Let's get on with it.
The Skaal have always avoided ruins such as these. Nothing of the Allmaker is to be found within. No matter where the road takes us. Very well.
Don't you have my dragon bow? Take a dragon arrow. And dragon bow. You doing something?
Here we are, Nachardak. The book we're after is right inside that dome. Shall we get on with it?
Snillastus is gonna wait there. I think I'll end here. Don't have a lot of carry weight, but we could fix a lot of this by simply quick traveling to the city, getting rid of the great pilot battle axe, maybe a few other things, the extra Nordic pickaxe, and we can always use the companion as a pack mule. But we have to do something. We'll also use the third book. We have Dragon Bone and Dragon Scale. Okay, that's a mystery solved right from there. Do you have a quick mark here? Yeah. I'm going to go to my home. Do an equipment drop and quick travel back here. Hopefully Miraak is waiting. I don't think the companion might not be able to follow. It would be a shame. She can. I was sort of worried that if she can, there might be some kind of weirdness with the equipment I've given to her.
You're home. Let's play a game.
Shouldn't you be sleeping? Do we need to drop something?
Can I
We
help
could
you?
drop equipment, but I'm much rather
Yes?
like to keep selling it. Because there's really no point in storing it either. It's only useful for the funds it can provide me. I guess it's the same thing with the gems now. Okay. I switch it. Yeah. We don't have a lot of free carry weight, but we have it. In some ways, I don't know. I'm thinking of switching. Or I think I'll let the Dragonbone sword drain to empty. See how it looks after that. I don't really care about that. The additional damage is great. However, I don't like the effects. Now everything is sort of just a mess of effects when I strike it. And it was much more pleasurable. It was just a non-magical weapon hitting them and a little bit of maybe them getting staggered or blood spurting or something like that. Much more simpler, much more preferable.
Need something?
No, I do not need something. I need to check that Master Nilla is still where I think he is. Same time, if we're here, might as well. Stillborn Cave. I think I'll go to Windhelm and save it there. I mean, since we're already here, we might as well take the staff. We do need to get rid of crap, so since we need to return to Master Niloth anyway, we might as well have the staff with us when we do. So, I'll just try to sell a few things there.
What do you want? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Don't forget, you find Queen Freydis' sword.
I've got all sorts of interesting things for you to buy. I give special rates to members of the Thieves Guild. Show me what you've got.
Into Nordic pickaxe. I think I'll sell one of them. We have dumped a lot of these potions at our home. What's the point of carrying 100 potions with you all everywhere?
Hurry back and bring more merchandise.
You need anything, come see. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Be sure to stop by Sadri's used wares in the...
I want to visit the alchemist just to see if we can get an enchanter's
Let me know if you see
filter or
anything.
something like
My
that.
master. So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
No. Seem to be fairly rare.
I'd better get going.
Well, we have almost 100 pounds free carry weight thanks to this, so it wasn't totally a waste effort. But yeah. I want to see how she works. I mean, really, with the new equipment. Are you really any good? You're still inside the wall.
Maybe you haven't heard, but the Thieves Guild is back. Windhelm is
I've been looking for you.
Shit.
I've got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Another note from your friend Rallis. I hope everything is all right.
Another
Looks
problem
like
is
that's
called
it.
Bjorn Barrow.
Got to go.
This is positive.